This is such good shit. This is such good shit. It's really well written. It gives you a ton of hate. If it was such good shit and it was well written, and if it got him a ton of heat, why did this man leave? Huh? I'm gonna come here again. Guys, as always, this is a Club Man X93. And I continue to painfully, just painfully, set aside 5 hours of my time every week to watching this main roster shit that obviously has just been atrocious as of late. My biggest reason, probably because of Super Showdown. Because once again, you're dedicating so much time to a glorified house show. You're trying to act like it's another WrestleMania. It's not, though. And it's not going to be good on Friday. And, of course, it's just a blood money show that I'm not going to watch. Hopefully, I will not be up here, ranting about Brock Lesnar, as I did last time there was a glorified house show, which was, stay with me, guys, WWE Crown Jewel, because I didn't give a shit about that show, and it was god-awful. And I know Super Showdown is going to be god-awful as well. For months, I kept saying it's been Raw. Raw has been the only show that I can't stand. SmackDown, I keep saying, has a little bit of juice in it. But tonight, very little juice. I didn't even, for the second week in a row, I wasn't able to watch SmackDown actually live tonight because I had other things going on with my family, which I'd rather be spending, honestly, time with them than watching dumb shit like this. Because, of course, in the words of my good friend, Rywan Kenobi, and I'm still half tempted to make a parody of this for my new intro on my channel. We're really glad that you do rants, and this is a channel that'll never, ever end. Well, let me tell you something, guys. I've had how many times the past couple weeks? Not with NXT, definitely not with AEW, 205 Live and NXT UK, whatever. They're all right. But I've had how many times I've literally came up here and have not felt like reviewing Raw or SmackDown because they're just unreviewable. There's nothing to talk about other than just the fact that I'd say this is hot garbage and it sucks. And that's basically all I'm going to do again in this live review for SmackDown Live. There's nothing to talk about. Nothing happened on this show. Just a bunch of hot garbage. This was, okay, the past couple weeks, though, ever since Double or Nothing, there's been some shows that felt like it was just Vince throwing in the towel and does not care. A show like tonight was Vince toilet humor. Vince toilet humor continues to, treat us like puppets and just pluck our strings and just tease us about things happening that really aren't going to happen. And having, I don't know, saying you're going to neuter the big dog or having a big monster like Lars Sullivan telling nursery rhymes and having a match headlined by two guys in their 50s at your big show on Friday, no pun intended, I'll be nothing about, oh, I want you to bring Bill Goldberg, the dominating one, not the family Goldberg. That's all this match is based around. And you think I should give a single shit in watching the show on Friday? No. I'm going to a block party with my friend and some of his friends on Friday. I'm enjoying my Friday night before I go to work on Saturday. My very few opportunities I have for work anymore these days. But I'm enjoying that day instead that way. I'm not going to waste my time watching Super shit down and whatnot. As I said last night, it's okay to have like a live special here and there, in a place like that, even though it's going to, well, obviously this is all blood money again. If they're focusing everything on this show, that's going to be nothing more than a crappy glorified house show. Like I said, in 2015, there was a special in Madison Square Garden. They advertised 2 matches. And the only one I can remember off the top of my head was Brock Lesnar and The Big Show. Fine. They didn't make the whole show about just that show. No. That's all you had to do with this crap fest we're getting on Friday, Super Showdown. Because I'm, again, not watching it. Not because I think it will suck. Well, it will suck. But because also, it's just a blood money show. And I'm not going to waste my time on blood money because I am not a man who is here for his money. I'm not going to give WWE that recognition for what, it does not deserve, which is why I continue to enjoy NXT, which is why I'm looking forward to AEW, which is why I've listened to the Jon Moxley podcast on Talk is Jericho how many times the past week, because that is such good shit. Not this crap fest and the stinking wild card rule. And once again, I'm ranting about that again tonight because of course, stuff that I've read about how many times. I'm not going to keep talking about because I have a broken record, but because of course how they handled the women's division tonight. Because it made me pissed off. But let's check the live chat first. See who's in here first. We've got This Show Kills Me. Me too. The only thing I see is Goldberg. I'm really glad I don't watch Raw and Letdown. Instead of Smackdown, it's Letdown. Don't blame you, Jalen. He's going to do it on Kofi, which again, I would absolutely hate for Brock to cash on Kofi. Why a Raw superstar gets a Smackdown title shot at stupid grounds? Don't remind me. Triple H desperately needs to be in charge. And hold on one second. Let me answer this number. Hang on. I need to answer this text real quick. AJ Ray, yeah, all these guys should go to SmackDown with Roman Reigns. At this point, it doesn't even matter who's on each show because everyone's writing the show anyways. One second. I'm more distracted by this. Anyways. But yeah, so yeah, Triple H does need to be in charge. But once again, Vince is like, over my dead body, you're not going to be in charge. And yeah, screw the wild card rule. How many wild cards do we have tonight? Alone in that lumberjack match. How many Raw superstars were there tonight? Way more than 4. Again, just end the damn brand split then if you're not going to do anything with it. End the damn brand split, merge the titles, or in fact, just get rid of Raw since SmackDown's going to Fox and that seems to be the big money show right now. Just get rid of one of the shows. Yes, there's a ton of talent. They're stacked. They deserve opportunities, and that's why I'm pro brand split. But right now, you're just fucking around with us. Just literally just do whatever the hell you want, Vince, because it's your show. It's all you care about. Obviously, you want us to be entertained by the fact that, you guys think I love to make things out of control. Well, I'll show you on live TV. I can make things out of control. And let me tell you what, it's making you look more like a stupid idiot. A stupid idiot that thinks getting rabies shots in your ass, telling nursery rhymes about 3 blind mice, saying you're going to neuter the big dog. You really think that stuff's funny, huh? And let me tell you something. Some of the stuff I won't deny. I laughed about it at times in my life. People laugh about farts. People laugh about, pooper scoopers and whatnot. But this is grown adults on real live TV that's not going to go out there just to say stupid shit like this just to entertain a 75-year-old man. It's not going to happen. But let's just briefly talk about this show because once again, I really do not. Nothing happened on the show. I hated it. Few things happened, such as again this thing with Kofi and Dolph Ziggler. Kofi comes in first talking about how the first time in 26 years he's had a chance to go to where he grew up at in Ghana. Dolph Ziggler interrupts and talks about how he's never been given the right respect, whatnot. This whole basic storyline of how basically Kofi Kingston has gone through the same little spew that he's gone through, just overlooked constantly and whatnot. And when he finally gets like that golden opportunity, he got WrestleMania, he got it. But obviously, just Dolph Ziggler was jealous because it should have been him. And again, honestly, that story plays in perfectly. Again, and honestly, if this wasn't a Blood Money pay-per-view, I actually would want to see this match. Even though, of course, how did Dolph earn this opportunity by being away from WWE for how many months? And he comes back, beats down Kofi, but all of a sudden he earns the opportunity again. I don't like that, but I like that storytelling there because it actually kind of makes sense to me, and I can get invested in it. And of course, I would like to see the match. But once again, take place on a show that I'm taking a stand and not watching. Of course, Kofi fires back and says that I feel your pain, man. He goes, and heck, put it this way, man. You realize something here. You beat me for the Intercontinental Champion for the first time. You also beat me for the U.S. title the first time. There's obviously things that Dolph Ziggler has won up Kofi on him in his career, which again I appreciate. But of course, the difference between you and me basically is that I didn't quit, you did. Basically, that's there. So again, basic storytelling that if it wasn't on a Blood Money pay-per-view, I'd be invested in this match. I'd want to see this match. But I'm not because, again, I'm taking a stand with this. Then we had Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods take on Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. And what happens is always Kofi pins Sami Zayn. Because Sami Zayn, of course, eats pins left and right now these days. He's just pointless. He's absolutely pointless now. Had hope when he came back, but now, nope, there's his money in the bank. He's pointless again. Afterwards, Dolph Ziggler attacks him and Woods after the match. It is set up for, the match at Super Shitdown, sorry. Oh, gosh. So here's one of the biggest reasons why I hated this show. Alexa Bliss comes over to SmackDown. First time since the whole wild card rule, the fucking wild card rule, was thrown in place. And Alexa Bliss comes in and has a moment of bliss with Bayley. Instantly, I'm like, oh, God, no. No, this is just to be something like an interview, right? This is not going to lead to, another feud and whatnot like it was in 2017 that absolutely derailed Bayley's career completely. Kendo stick on a pole. Remember that shit fest? What was Vince saying? This is such great shit. Oh, such great shit. No, you ruined one of the biggest baby faces that Triple H, not you, Triple H ever created. You had the opportunity to make one of the biggest stars on the main roster. Instead, you made her look like a weak little kid. That's what made her look like. So Alexa Bliss comes out, and keep in mind, last night Alexa Bliss was a babyface. She was a flat-on babyface. Why? Because Billie Kay spilled her coffee, and Alexa got knocked down, and she fell right in her coffee on her wet pants. And she got mad. Boo-hoo. Well, now tonight, Alexa must be the heel again. Just asking for the right coffee cup, asking for the right coffee and whatnot. Obviously, just bullshitting around, and Bayley wants to be asked questions about, about being a champion or success and whatnot. So finally, of course, as always, Alexa makes it about her. Bayley just slaps a coffee cup out of Alexa's hand, which, of course, I love that. But then, of course, Alexa Bliss starts saying how, when she was on SmackDown, she did this, she did that, she did this, she did that. I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? Carmella comes out saying how she should be fighting for the SmackDown title. Of course, as Bayley said, she's looking for new competition. Well, there's new competition. Why the hell did this? Me! Charlotte Flair comes out, and she wants an opportunity, which I kind of expected her to be wanting to get the opportunity because obviously she lost the title. Even though you have to re-earn rematches, okay, whatever. At least not getting Charlotte and Becky again, right? No, Shane McMahon apparently makes a triple threat match with Carmella, Charlotte Flair, and Alexa Bliss. A triple threat match for number one contention. The winner faces Bayley at Stomping Grounds or Stupid Grounds. And what happens? Alexa Bliss won. So you're teasing this babyface friendship team with Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross, who you're slowly taking the craziness away from her on Raw. She's a feud with them and the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions that has to defend those titles in 2 months, even though you're breaking up all these other tag teams and then poking around by bringing in the Kabuki Warriors, because once again, Vince McMahon can't think of his own damn names, right? And now she's on she's coming over to SmackDown, still is a Raw superstar because of the wild card role. I'm a genius. Who can't even, be reliable for a match because of her concussion issues that at this point, just retire. Just honestly retire, Alexa, okay? You've had your good moments, but obviously, if you're not reliable, one moment, oh, she's good to wrestle again. Oh, no, she's not. She's good to wrestle again. Oh, no, she's not. And honestly, ever since she's been more cautious about her, a lot of people say it's true. She doesn't take a bump. She freaking just stands there until someone comes into the ring and hits her DDT. That's all she does. So Alexa Bliss beats Carmella, pins Carmella hitting the DDT. Of course, during the match, you hear Charlotte one time tag her saying, "Come on, Blister. Come on, Blister." I'm pretty sure Vince told her to say that. "Come on, Blister. Come on, Blister." Alexa Bliss, who has barely been in action since she dropped the Raw Women's title to Ronda Rousey, and who always gets last minute, not medically cleared to compete, is literally getting a title opportunity on a show she's not even on. What the hell, WWE? Where's the continuity here? What makes sense? So you're saying I could just walk into Raw right now and have a match and become number one contender to fight Seth Rollins? I can do that right now. I'll get up, go down to Laredo, Texas, wherever the heck Raw Smackdown was tonight, and just get an opportunity because everyone apparently can do whatever the hell they want. This made no sense. Why don't I see Bayley and Alexa Bliss when Alexa Bliss isn't even on Raw and Alexa Bliss can barely even have a match anymore to begin with? So that made me angry. Then we had that match was a little bit later on than I thought. Then we had this 24/7 championship lumberjack match, which before Carmelo and Truth were talking to Shane on the phone, and Truth is going to have a proper match against Elias. And it's a lumberjack match, but again, it's filled with a bunch of Raw and SmackDown 205 Live superstars. Once again, exceeding the amount of the wild card rule, because once again, nothing makes sense. The wild card rule is not consistent. The 30-day title rule you have, you have to defend your title in 30 days. That's out the window because the Iconics haven't even defended the tag titles since they won them at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar, once he gets another championship, isn't going to be defending that title for 5 more months. So screw it. And the other thing that's bothering me too about this 24/7 championship, why is it that it's only won by a baby-looking pinfall roll-up? Every time someone wins a 24/7 title, it's just they just push them down, try to roll them up to win this title. That's all it is. Elias wins it, and then Truth pulls Elias underneath the ring. This is meant just to advertise that 50-man battle royal on Friday that I don't give a shit about. And yeah, then R-Truth apparently pins Elias underneath the ring because, it's underneath the ring. It's different. It's cool. So R-Truth gets the 24/7 champion. He's a 3-time 24/7 champion. Now, wait. 3-time or is it 4-time? I don't know. I've lost track, and I don't care. So that happens. Then, of course, before we had the women's triple threat match. Before that, we have Shane McMahon come out with the Revival. Why? Because the Revival were his cronies last night. So last week, now this feud all of a sudden this feud is about Roman Reigns, taking out Vince McMahon with that Superman punch when he first got drafted to SmackDown, right? Well, then last week it's like, Samoans don't respect the McMahons. Now this week, Roman Reigns is like some dog you cannot tame. So I'm going to neuter the big dog at Super Showdown. It's all Vince. It's all stinking Vince. Oh my gosh. I'm sitting there and I'm literally just like watching this stuff on my phone with the highlights. And I just set this down. I'm just like, what am I doing? Like, I need to stop. I need to stop now. Roman comes out. The Revival going to beat him down. And so is Drew McIntyre, but it doesn't. They beat him down. And then they rolled Roman to the ring. Shane just mocking him, doing this whole, doing a spear and whatnot. He thinks he's cool, but again, heel Shane was cool when he was feud with Miz. Heel Shane's not cool at all when he's feud with Roman. I'm just asking, for crying out loud, one time, just book Roman Reigns right. You just book him. I don't want to boo the man. I don't want to, be against the man. Seriously, the guy beat leukemia. And I respect the hell out of him for that. I respect the hell out of him for letting us fans when he came to sign in Pittsburgh still come through and shake his hand. I respect the hell out of that man for sure. I'm just getting sick of the fact that WWE can't just book this man properly. And just a feud with him and Shane couldn't be that bad. If you're not booking this whole, Samoans and McMahons don't respect each other. And then this whole thing of, we gotta neuter the big dog. It makes me sick. And then also some point in the show, we had another backstage promo with Aleister Black sitting there impatiently waiting for someone to come challenge him to a fight. So now we're just having Aleister Black just sitting in some random room. Come fight me! Come fight me! Yeah, thanks again for ruining him too now, guys, because he does nothing. Who is this man? This is the Aleister Black I saw at NXT, But no, Vince has to touch it, and he has to make it his way. Then why did you develop a developmental brand, having your son-in-law run that, if you have no intention of ever using these guys the proper way? That's why I've been saying in these NXT retro reviews I'm doing. I need my 25 live review the other night. NXT to me is my own brand now. It's its own brand. It's not development of WWE. It's its own brand. NXT is its own brand. AEW its own brand. Raw and SmackDown suck. Then, oh gosh, the thing that it can't get any worse. We have Lars Sullivan come out for yet another exclusive interview. This time he actually does talk. Because, he's having a pointless 3-on-1 handicap match against the Lucha House Party on Friday, even though, once again, they're Raw superstars and 205 Live superstars. So they're basically being fed to Lars Sullivan, who just keeps repeating himself something like, a lion is called a lion because he does this. A bear is called a bear because he can do this. I do this, and that. What am I called? A freak. I'm called a freak because I do this and this. And as far as the Lucha House Party goes, do you like nursery rhymes? 3 blind mice pulling their tails and just, seriously, Vince, you can't get away with making like a big monster man uncool. You have Braun Strowman saying you're going to get neutered, having, Shane McMahon saying that same shit tonight as well, having Roman Reigns talking about Jack and the Beanstalk, suffer and succotash. You wanted Dean Ambrose to go out there and talk about a pooper scooper, and now you're having Lars Sullivan telling nursery rhymes. An intelligent monster in NXT who's great on the microphone, he never said shit like this. He never told nursery rhymes calling these members of the Lucha House Party 3 blind mice. Once again, this show is nothing but Vince McMahon's playground. And then after this, we then get the in-ring promo with Goldberg. Basically, first we had Andrade pair of have a match with Apollo Crews. Said he just beats out Apollo, and then Finn comes out, and then they brawl. That's it. Then we have Goldberg making his announcement, responding to Undertaker, because the fact that Undertaker said that he wants the dangerous Goldberg, not the family Goldberg, and then Taylor appears and he disappears again, and then that's how the show goes off the air. So see you Friday, guys. See you Friday, guys. All Goldberg was saying. Sorry, buddy. I'm sure 10 years ago this match would have been a classic, but we're literally having this whole show be headlined by a 5-minute match, maybe not even a 5-minute match, by 2 old hags. All respected them. They're legends. But they're old men. It's like if you had my grandfather and, I don't know, one of his friends have a wrestling match these days. Back in the days when they're younger, of course. But you would think these 2 old hags are really going to be, going in there and amazing us. Oh, wow, this is amazing. I'm sure Vince McMahon will be sitting in the back going like, it is so great, it is so great, it is so great, it is so great. Well, of course, besides the fact that, of course, he won't be having his blonde breast experience or whatever it's called, doing business on the show, because once again, Saudi Arabia is not allowing women to wrestle. But instead, of course, we're getting a pointless, a stupid match between Bayley and Alexa Bliss for the SmackDown with title of Stomping Grounds. I don't care. I don't care. And that's all SmackDown was tonight. Definitely better than Raw. But once again, I don't give a shit. I gave it a D. It was better than Raw, but I gave it a D. Because none of this stuff makes sense. Maybe it'll get better after Super Show, because they're not going to be built towards a glorified house show anymore. Even though Stomping Grounds could just be another episode of Raw or SmackDown, feels like. We already have 2 matches so far against Raw and SmackDown stars. Roman and Drew, Raw and SmackDown stars. Once again, why is this match happening if Roman's beating Drew every single freaking time? What's another win for Roman going to do? Bayley and Alexa Bliss. Why is this happening? Alexa Bliss is not on SmackDown. Why is she fighting for the SmackDown Women's title? But who knows? They'll change it like they did at Money in the Bank with the tag title match with Rowan and Bryan versus the Usos, Raw team versus SmackDown team. they'll just say, oh, it's an on-title match so Alexa Bliss can beat Bayley and make your champions look weak as hell as always. Let me see what we got here. We got here. Let's see here. Where do we got here? We have a lot of stuff here. Bring back the brand pay-per-views to Triple H to charge. Yeah, Dolph is a Raw star. Why is he getting a title shot on SmackDown? Exactly. Lauren didn't watch SmackDown. Why was Roman and Raw stars on SmackDown line? Not because of the wild card rule. And we all know Vince loves his blondes. Charlotte got robbed again. Is Alexa cleared or not? Who knows? Alexa, who knows she's face or heel? What happened with her opportunities? Doesn't exist. Roman in 2 feuds. He's only in 1 right now. Where's Mickie James? Bennett supposed to be on SmackDown. She is, but apparently she got injured. She had a knee injury over the weekend. She has Raw and F SmackDown with D+. 24/7 title is dumb. It's just a filler title. That's what I feel like is only low carders are getting title opportunities. Only exciting thing on Raw was that the Orton and Triple H segment. But once again, why did it take place on Raw? Orton's a SmackDown superstar. They still take place on SmackDown. SmackDown was a Taker and Goldberg segment. Watch Ziggler face Kofi at Stomping Grounds. Who knows? Roman's going to kill Shane on Friday. All these matches at SuperStar make no sense. I'm actually rooting for Shane this feud with Roman, to be honest. I mean, I don't care about that people because it makes no sense. It's the same shit for sure. Drew should be champion now for sure. What's up, Robbie? Roman and Shane should have been saved for SummerSlam, which I would have been all right with that. But of course, it was booked better. It's not Shane's fault. He's bad. He's bad heel. It's Vince. Again, I was fine with the material Shane was doing with The Miz as heel. But the stuff with him and Roman just makes no sense. 1 week, again, it's the fact that, oh, he punched my daddy in the face this week. The next week is, oh, Samoans and McMahons don't respect each other. Now it's just the fact that Roman is just this crazy-sounding dog that needs to be neutered. And it's not that I'm mad Roman's getting a push again. It's just book the man right and don't give us the same shit all the time. It's good to Randy face him. And where was Steph last night about confronting Brock? Oh, I don't know, because once again, WWE is just all talk. Listen to WWE. This is what you're doing. This is what you need to do. Shut up. And screw Vince. Randy faced Triple H at Super Showdown, which makes no sense. Exactly. AEW will kill WWE when it comes. For sure it will. This is trying to sabotage WWE. What's wrong with him? Because once again, he can't get over his own ego at all. It's all right, Lauren. F this, Tyler says. And Mysterio giving Joe the U.S. title because of his injury, and I guess because, Joe's shoulders weren't down in Money in the Bank. I don't know. Who's facing Charlotte at Stomping Grounds? I guess nobody. Unless all of a sudden they have her and Becky face for the Raw Women's Championship, even though once again Charlotte's on SmackDown, Becky's on Raw because they can't. Nothing makes sense. And hi Lauren, your rants are everything. Do my best. Was Orton, Mickey, Charlotte, Finn, and Becky on SmackDown tonight? Just Charlotte and Balor. Goldberg retired. I was too. Who knows? And, of course, Robbie has to play his new masterpiece of We're Really Glad That You Do rants. And this is a channel that will never, ever end for sure. She wants she was sorry headlined by Orton and Triple H, but I don't care because I'm not watching it. Where's Daniel Bryan, Ben, and Owens? Owens was on the show tonight. Him and Zayn had a tag match against Kofi and Xavier. And Bryan and Rowan have just been doing some stuff here and there since they're tag team champions. But probably set up for a match with Heavy Machinery at Stomping Grounds. This should have been in 2004 with Goldberg Taker for sure. Zayn was on SmackDown tonight, so was Andrade. And Becky, back in 2004, Goldberg Taker would have been amazing for sure. And, of course, with Robbie's voice, this is hot shit. It's going to set you major heat. No, it's not. You're just a delusional idiot. Is Nikki Cross a face now? I guess so. So Charlotte versus Alexa, heel versus heel. It was Charlotte, Alexa, and Carmella tonight. 2019 has been a bad year for the main roster. Not a bad year for NXT, and not a bad year for sure for AEW. As wrestling as a whole, it's not a bad year, but it's definitely a year I definitely am trying to open up my bubble a little bit more, which is why, of course, in October, I'm watching AEW. She doesn't think Bayley should be champ. You kiss Sasha. Made my night. If you miss Sasha, though, it's all right. George and Vince have been butting heads over the company, which I don't blame him. Why are the SmackDown and Raw matches happening at stupid grounds? I don't know why. What was the point of doing the brand splits useless? Now it is useless for sure. And what happened about listening to the fans? Once again, all fucking garbage. Tyler doesn't give a shit, neither do I. And this is WCW 2000. And yes, Robbie, once again, get over your egos. I could write a novel on the top 10 worst moments so far this year. I'm actually glad Cena's not in WWE this year. Gotta give him credit, to be honest. No offense, though. What was the point of even bringing him back for those 3 weeks when it just led to nothing for him, honestly? If it led to a match with him and McIntyre and Mania, then okay. But, I mean, yes, I like I did enjoy the segment when he came out as a Dr. Thugonomics. That was fun, but what are those 3 weeks set about for? Yeah, I mean, he did put over Finn Balor, but still. What was the point of coming back for a few weeks? Who's facing Becky? As of now, nobody, but I'm assuming Lacey Evans. Do that Lacey song. It's funny. I got my blonde hair. I got my blue eyes. I got my big tits Vince loves. Yeah. Kofi is a bad champion. I mean, I disagree, but if you feel that that's okay, Tyler. Stupid crowds. You watching NXT tomorrow night? Oh, for sure. And I'll be reviewing NXT TakeOver London because I finished watching that today. Of course, I'm still going to continue on until I get to TakeOver Brooklyn 3 because it's the only takeovers I've reviewed on this channel. But I will check out NXT tomorrow night. And if it's worth reviewing, I'll review it. Stomping Grounds is going to suck. Yeah, it's going to hear. Oh, yeah. Again, I heard Dean crapped on WWE last week. And I love that podcast. Listen to it how many times. He hated when he turned heel in October for sure. And that's why he decided to leave. He decided to leave beforehand. AEW will be better than WWE. I hate to say it, but it's true. Oh, it's true for sure. When it comes to my fantasy booking, oh, bask in my glory, for creativity is limitless. I'm sorry. Oh, bask in his glory, for my creativity is limitless. Love that song. Yep, I know Triple H hit Vince button heads. Why is Cena done this year? Nothing. Besides, comes Dr. Thugonomics, which is cool. Kofi needs to be booked better. Watch broadcasting on Kofi. No, I'd be upset. Top 10 this week. Not sure. It'll probably be Thursday. Not sure what it is. But put Balor in a fatal 4-way. WWE is bad this year so far. Oh, I could write a book on that as well. Put Balor in a fatal 4-way. Honestly, a great fatal 4-way on SmackDown. I'd like to see for the IC title. If they do this at Extreme Rules, amazing. Balor, Andrade, Ali, and Buddy Murphy. All 4 of those for the IC title, take my money. Top 10 NXT moments. Needs to happen. C needs to retire. WWE is a bad year, for sure. Guys, thank you for joining me live in this live review. Again, I'll be back up here in a few minutes to review NXT TakeOver London. Again, to continue my retro review series for the NXT TakeOvers. So I'll be reviewing that in a few minutes. So, guys, I gave SmackDown a D tonight. I just didn't like it. And, you know, it's definitely better than Raw, but they both shows suck. And WWE just sucks right now. So, guys, what are your thoughts on SmackDown Live and the whole product in general? Leave thoughts down in the comment section below. Stop liking my video. Subscribe or comment on my channel. Follow me on Twitter at TheManAir93. And I'll see you guys all later. Peace out, everybody.